Hey guys, Radagast Wiz here, having quite the summer thunderstorm, and this is what I'm doing right now.
This year at VidCon they have this thing, I don't know what it's actually called.
It's called the world's largest inflatable obstacle course. It's called the Gigantic Beast.
The Gigantic
AKA
Beast.
Hell Machine.
Todd calls it the Hell Machine. It's an obstacle course that you gotta get through. It's pretty big. So I've got my GoPro on my chest. I'm about to go through it.
Good luck.
Ready, 3, 2, 1.
That sucks, doesn't it?
That was a good time. That was fun. I would do it again. What I didn't expect was that the ground, it's all squishy, so a lot of your energy gets spent just trying to stay balanced. Besides that, there were a lot of kids in my way, so I'd have momentum, but then I'd have to stop because the kids were being slow and
I
going
kept
over
wanting
things.
to go faster.
Yeah.
Because everyone was in the way.
Anyway, I'm walking through the expo hall for the first time. I don't know what to say. It feels like a convention, I guess.
That's probably a good.
Todd, what are we doing?
I don't know. I think we're inside of a Pop-Tart thing.
We're inside of a Pop-Tart thing. Ah.
As you can see, there are 2 Pop-Tarts in front of you. One of them has already been hacked by us. This is a strawberry cheesecake Pop-Tart dipped in chocolate. Use your imagination, using all the ingredients in front of you.
All right, I made a thing that has vanilla frosting, bananas, bacon, and a maraschino cherry.
That's what I made, except for mine doesn't have bacon. I guess I should put a bacon on it.
What do you got, Todd? Wow. All right, VidCon has come to a close. Everybody's packing up the stuff. So VidCon is done, and I have 2 thoughts. The first is that I experience a level of stress around not being able to film stuff for the vlog on a regular basis, because the amount of stuff that I was able to show you from VidCon is very little, but there's no time. There's not enough time to focus on what I'm doing right now while also doing what I'm doing right now. The other thing is that VidCon is just so different now than it used to be, and I feel a little bit weird talking in anything other than a very positive light about VidCon, because it's a thing that Hank created, and Hank is my friend. But Hank also doesn't own VidCon anymore, so I think VidCon has lost its soul. It used to be very community-based, and now it feels very commodity-based. And what made VidCon wonderful and exciting to go to every year is not there anymore. And it's not the fault of any one particular institution or group of people or anything. It's just that things change over time. For VidCon to continue to exist, they necessarily have to become more commercial and bring in advertisers willing to spend more money, which necessarily means prioritizing creators, for example, that will bring in more ticket sales. If VidCon does not act like a business, it will cease to be a business. I also think that the community that VidCon catered to at the beginning doesn't really exist anymore. In the early days of YouTube, there wasn't a major difference between creators and fans. It felt like everybody was just kind of on the same level. But as money and fame got involved, there was a stratification that happened where creators were above fans, and then since then, over time, that one community of creators has kind of split off to the point where it doesn't feel as much anymore like there's any kind of YouTube community, like default YouTube community. Each creator is just kind of its own separate thing. Maybe there's a small clique of a handful of them. Obviously, different creators on YouTube know each other, but there's nothing that feels cohesive around the whole thing anymore. So I don't know that it's even possible for an institution to deliver a convention catered to that target demographic that probably doesn't exist anymore. I don't know what that means for the future of this company, of my involvement with VidCon, but we'll see.
I didn't know whether having a booth at VidCon would be beneficial for us anymore. It felt like VidCon has shifted to just less about creators coming to like communicate with other creators and collab with other creators. So it just felt more like we're going to have a lot of fans that aren't going to be interested in any services because they just watch people.
I think I had a little bit of the same fear beforehand, and it seems like the booth was a little bit more successful than I was anticipating that it would be. Some of the leads that Todd was telling me about sound very promising and exciting, so hopefully something comes out of this.
YouTube itself is just different. YouTube itself is like VidCon is now. It's a lot more commercial based, and they promote the people on it that are going to make them the most money.
What made YouTube so great at the beginning was that it entirely democratized content creation and distribution. If anyone ever dreamed of having their own television show or having their own movie shown in theaters, there is a very large mountain to climb before you can do that. YouTube gave you this instant access to put stuff out there, but over time it feels like it's trending towards television. It's becoming more TV-like over time. And yeah, anyone who wants to can still upload whatever they want within reason, but that becoming successful on the YouTube platform means you need to satisfy what the gatekeepers on YouTube have decided is good content to promote. So some of that democracy around content distribution has gone away over time. We live in interesting times. Well, we did it. Congratulations, everybody. It's another VidCon in the bag.
This,
Yay.
I just wish everyone could experience the pure pleasure I am feeling from this wonderful chair. This is so good. My feet. Oh. This is just the cherry on top of this delightful VidCon.
Oh.
Okay.
Yay!
Yeah.
All right, so Todd just asked what happens when you order half a sandwich.
Yeah. And I said, you get half a sandwich.
No,
And-
you were trying to answer his question, but you just...
That caused Abby to attempt to burrow through the floor.
In my defense, it's a thing where when I have experienced the horror that is Panera, I got a half a sandwich and then just some other shit came with it. So that's what I was asking.
Pick your
Or a
side.
soup,
Yeah.
or
Just
chips.
pick your side.
How is that different from any other sandwich place?
What happens when you order half a sandwich? You get half a sandwich.
All right, I wasn't able to film because I was driving, but I have a few updates for you. A, Kelsey is here. Hello. B, we're having a meeting with our contact at B&H, even though it's like 11 p.m., at this Toast Cafe in Los Angeles.